Yes. So, good
Uh,
afternoon to one and all. Good afternoon to all the parents and aspirants who have joined into this session or will be viewing it later in our YouTube recording. So, this is a part of series of panel discussions which we have been conducting across all the branches of engineering. And today we have Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering branch who is conducting this panel discussion. So, do we have experts coming from various domains, and they do also have alumni students who would be talking in this panel discussion, giving more insights about electronics and instrumentation. So, we also will be having our head of the department, Manjula Shri ma'am, and placements coordinator, Gopi Kumar sir, and also senior faculty from the department, Harikrishna sir, in this panel. So, I would be handing over this session to Harikrishna sir. I request all the parents and students, whatever interactions or whatever queries you have, you can put it towards the end of the session so that we let us hear out from the experts first, and later, whatever you have doubts and all, we will address it at the towards the end of the session. So, what do you, Hare Krishna, sir?
Thank you, madam. Good afternoon. I am Dr. M. Harikrishna, Associate Professor, Department of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, VNRVJIET Institute of Engineering and Technology. On behalf of Department of EIE, VNRVJIET, I welcome once again all the panel members, students aspiring for engineering education, and their parents for this panel discussion. Let me quickly introduce all the panel members who are our proud alumni working in various domains at various organizations. First, let me introduce R. Vishwanath Ramakrishna. R. Vishwanath Ramakrishna, Engineering Manager, Eaton Corporation, is an engineering leader with 12 plus years of automotive experience in passenger car and commercial vehicle ICE, electric vehicle product development, electronics hardware design, and modeling and analysis. He is responsible for power and embedded electronics innovation, design and development, and product delivery. He is expert in problem solving, addressing field and development failures, planning product validation based upon reliability needs. He is working with diverse and cross functional teams such as systems, software, mechanical, and simulations. He is skillful in using system modeling tools like MATLAB Simulink, AME Sim, Daimola. He did MTech from Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay in Systems and Control Engineering during 2009 to 11 and BTech from VNRVJIET in Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering during 2005 to 9. He secured an All India Gate rank of 8 in Instrumentation stream. It's a pleasure to have you today among us in this panel discussion, Vishwanath. Thank you for sparing your time for this panel discussion on awareness of electronics and instrumentation engineering branch.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here, sir. Thank you, madam.
Next, in this panel discussion, we also have Sandeep Vangapalli. Sandeep Vangapalli is founder and CEO of Arcido Systems. He is a passionate entrepreneur and a seasoned technocrat with over 14 plus years of diversified experience across manufacturing, engineering, strategic development, and project management in solar energy, electric mobility, and battery energy storage solutions. He successfully managed projects exceeding 200 megawatt power and worked for key organizations like Cyrus Solar and Solar Semiconductors, etc. He did ME in microelectronics from BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus and BTech in electronics and instrumentation engineering from VNRVJIET. Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you for joining us and sparing your time for this panel discussion on awareness of EIE branch.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for giving me the opportunity, and it's pleasure to be part of the panel today. Thank you.
Next, we also have M. Gopi Krishna in this panel discussion. M. Gopi Krishna is a senior lead engineer at Qualcomm. He did BTech in EIE from VNRVJIET. He has 10 plus years of industry experience in embedded systems. He involved in commercialization of world-class products with mobile, IoT and automotive telematics and infotainment and wide customer engagements with Google, Samsung, Motorola, Oppo, etc. to name a few. And he has expertise in SOC stability, real-time operating systems, and core BSP. Welcome, Gopi Krishna. Welcome to this panel discussion.
Thanks a lot, sir.
The next industry expert on this panel is K. Samatha. K. Samatha earned both BTech in EIE and MTech in Electronics and Instrumentation from VNRVJIET. She presently holds the role of technical lead position at JP Morgan, having previously worked with esteemed companies such as TCS, Microsoft, and Google clients. Welcome, Samta. Welcome to this panel discussion, and thank you for sparing your time on this.
Thank you, sir. It means a lot for me. Thanks for adding me in the panel.
Then let us start off the panel discussion. Since most of the students and their parents have joined the session, I do hope that they will find this session useful. First of all, I would like to start with the head of the department, EIE, Dr. R. Manjula Sri Madam. Good afternoon, Madam. Welcome to this panel discussion.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone to this panel discussion.
Madam, I would like to ask you to let the participants know the brief profile of EIE department and its strengths. Also, please tell us about minor degree programs which are offered to the students of EIE.
Yeah, so I would like to start with the branch of EIE. People are aware of ECE and EEE, but most of the people are not aware of EIE. It's also derived from EEE, electronics and electrical engineering, and the electronics part is common between ECE, EEE, and EIE. Whereas under instrumentation, the students will be studying about the sensors, instrumentation, like measurements, control, and automation. All these they'll be studying under instrumentation. And coming to like the electronics part, anyway, they'll be studying like right from semiconductor physics up to VLSI technology and FPGA design. They'll be studying under electronics part. Whereas even in the instrumentation, there are various subdomains like process control instrumentation, biomedical instrumentation, analytical instrumentation, industrial automation, robotics and automation, and Internet of Things is also part of, comes under instrumentation. So coming to the department, the department has been established in the year 1999. And we have a strength of 120 intake and a faculty strength of 28, out of which 13 members are doctorates, and they have expertise in various domains as well as good exposure on research. So coming to the curriculum of electronics and instrumentation, first and second years, mostly the fundamental courses of electronics and instrumentation together with some general courses like mathematics and computer science courses, as well as other cross-domain courses they'll be studying, which are related to. Talking about the curriculum, first and second year, the student will be studying about the fundamental subjects, whereas during third and final years, they'll be studying the application-oriented subjects with a diversification in terms of professional electives and open electives. In professional electives, they'll be studying core domain subjects, whereas in open electives, they'll be studying other domain courses like data science, AIML, embedded systems, VLSI, even IT, cyber security courses. Like that, they are arranged in tracks and they'll be studying as track courses. So in addition to these, like any student who is very much interested to go towards core engineering will be opting a core engineering subjects in professional engineering, professional electives, whereas in open electives, they'll be opting for computer science subjects if they are interested to go towards IT. So that diversification is available and it's very flexible. And coming to, in addition to these, like students have also the opportunity to study minor degree. They can opt for minor degree in AIML, data science, and cybersecurity is another course, and entrepreneurship and innovations is another course where they can opt for minor degree, in which they have to go for another 18 credits in addition to the normal degree. So an average 4.5 credits will be there for every semester for the minor degree. So that will be very much useful to those whoever wanted to change the track from core engineering to IT sector. And even then, the training and training provided by the department to the students of instrumentation facilitates them to go towards core engineering as well as IT sector while they are choosing their choice for employment. They can as well go for higher education. Usually our students, mostly like 70% of the students that are admitted in a batch will be placed, and 98% out of the eligible students will be placed through the campus recruitment, whereas about 10% students will be opting for higher education, MS abroad, either in US, UK, Germany, Australia and Canada, and few will also be opting for MTech or MBA in India. So this is about how the students will be choosing their career in future once they complete their BTech. So this is about the department and the branch of electronics and instrumentation in brief.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for the brief update about EIE branch and the department at VNRVJIET. I do sense that we have good number of doctorates in the department, well-designed curriculum, very good infrastructure, and state-of-art labs related to various domains in the EIE specialization. Madam also highlighted the minor degree programs that are offered to the students to make them ready in the latest technologies like IoT, AI/ML, data science, cyber security, etc. And coming to the placements also, we have very good placements among the eligible students at various prominent companies. Thank you, madam. Thank you for the brief profile of the department. Now, I would like to ask our industry expert, R. Vishwanath Ramakrishna, Engineering Manager, Eaton Corporation. Vishwanath, please tell us about what was the guiding force for your EIE branch selection in engineering, and what are the advantages of studying electronics with instrumentation in the industry?
Right. See, I mean, after my, plus one, plus two, obviously we all go through these MSET examinations at that point of time. In fact, EIE was the first time that I also heard. Before joining, I also never knew. Frankly speaking, VNRVJIET is a brand. You can go with the brand. That was my first inclination. And when I opted instrumentation, that was also a new thing to me. But when I went through the curriculum, as Manjula Sri Madam rightly mentioned, there are so many elements of electronics. But one unique thing that I liked with instrumentation was that it's very interdisciplinary. It doesn't make you fit into one small caveat and ask you to think there. There is a lot of variety in instrumentation. I think that was the first thing that I was very much amazed with. Okay. Now, if you so that variety is what I always cherished. So even continued in my MTech as well, as part of systems and control engineering, wherein I got to understand the mechanical systems and the pneumatic hydraulic systems and also some bigger systems. Besides electronics being my core, all of it put together, helped me solve many interdependent problems. So automotive world is a domain where you have multiple forces coming together. So that interdisciplinary thought process was something that I really enjoyed. And to me, this course actually helped me to pave a right path in that direction, I should say, sir.
Okay. Vishwanath, can you also tell us about what additional skills can EIE engineers imbibe to become successful?
Yeah. See, I mean, I have got, as read through the introduction, 2009 is when I have passed. When I kind of looked through the resumes that I have interviewed over the last few years, it has been 15 years. A lot of things have changed, so the kind of skills that I think were applicable at that point of time, things have radically changed now. To me, if I have to say what additional skills people have to add, maybe personally, that is my opinion, because when I was studying, I did not really pay much attention to programming. But what I wish is people should also have a good inclination towards programming, like Python, even MATLAB Simulink for that matter. You should be very easy. You should be very conversant with modeling and scripting in MATLAB Simulink, and definitely object-oriented languages like Java. I know we only do it as a sidetrack thing, but I think we should take that as a mainstream even before third year and try to become experts, because there is a lot of linkage to our own engineering with a lot of focus. I mean, I'm not saying that we should get into IT, but to the own domain itself, there is a lot of use of learning these languages. That is the first thing. Second thing to me is I encourage people to do a lot of hobby projects in their own year if it is possible. We have wonderful laboratories. You have we have a very good library. We should be leveraging all those and build so many hobby projects. What all courses you listen, it's better understood when you build things on your own, right? To me, these are the two additional skill sets that people should gain when they are in the college, sir.
Okay. The Vishwanath, please let the participants know what is the influence of AI, machine learning, and programming languages on EIE, and how can they take advantage of it?
Yeah, see, if you look at EIE as a branch, right? Maybe I'll take slightly 2 minutes more than my previous answers here. As Manjula Srimadam rightly mentioned, right? Electronics and instrumentation. If you look at any system, okay, you want some output of that system, and you give some input to that system, right? So this is actually the whole thing that we are working upon. Now, electronics and instrumentation comes somewhere outside. You take the output of the system, you understand, you sense it, you take a decision out of it, you again give a control signal to the plant. This is how you close loop things. Now what's happening over time is things are moving from very conventional domain to advanced domain, because computation is becoming cheaper. Things are becoming smaller in the electronics domain as well. You have very good computation capability that you can bring on board, and lot of data that is getting accumulated in the industry, and the connectivity is also very good. So all these things are really forcing the engineers to take some better decisions. That could be for saving the cost, or gaining more revenue by giving some early subscriptions or early fault messages or whatever. So to me, if you're only doing whatever is very conventional, we may not have that edge. That is where I think we need to have some extra skill to understand the data that is lying in lying in the history. Okay, we need to know how to process that and take some decisions. To me, that is where artificial intelligence and machine learning, I don't even, let us not even think of artificial intelligence, but it is a machine learning portion of it, because not everything can be put together in physics equations, right? We always, as engineers, tend to put things in physics-based equations, but it may not be possible. I recommend, people to kind of stick to some machine learning courses, because there are some behaviors that can be better modeled through machine learning, which will help you to enhance your decision making. So I think that is one way you can link. A lot of engineering companies are also imbibing this kind of tools within themselves. Okay, we need not really go out of the domain and search for the jobs. This actually, there are, in fact, in aerospace, automotive, big data is a very, very key focus, and this is the link I see, sir. In my own company, you have a very clear linkage. And people from various domains actually do that as an extra skill set, and eventually that becomes their main path of influence, I should say.
Okay. The one last question.
Yeah.
Please share your experience of studying EIE at VNR, and how did you take advantage of it?
Okay, sure. So, things must have definitely changed. I visited college more than 4 years ago, not after COVID. But way back in 2009, I think one key thing that I felt I made best use of were the laboratories. So in third year of engineering, we get exposed. I think we even second year, but third year is the core, I should say, where we have a lot of exposure to the laboratories. I think those were something that I spent good amount of time in. although it was only a record that we have to maintain, I think I spent some good amount of time understanding the influence of input over the output. How do you sense it? What is the physics behind it? In fact, to me, BTech is actually a very small course to understand everything. You need to spend beyond BTech to kind of achieve the depth. But at least to me, it was a very good eye opener in terms of how the systems will be. So to me, labs were something that I think have leveraged very well. Second was the library that we have. At least in 2009 itself, ours was a very world-class library. I think we must have really gone beyond that now. We cannot buy every book every time, and each book has a very different flavor to give you. So to me, the library was something that you can leverage very well. In fact, I never used to read much of papers. I did not have time. But if people are able to spend time reading some of the IEEE papers, it will be much better, I think. But that was one thing that I think I've leveraged very well, sir. And at that point of time, MTech students also used to be there. They have exposed me to a lot of embedded programming as well during my MTech project. I think to me, these 2-3 things have had a very good influence in my career.
Thank you, Vishwanath. You highlighted the advantages of studying electronics with instrumentation. You pointed out the importance of programming, electronics, hardware design, and hands-on project experience. Okay, exactly. Which are very key skills for the students to become successful.
Right.
And also how AI and ML are influencing the industry. And then coming to your experience at VNR, okay, you advise the students to fully utilize valuable resources like laboratory setups, library access, faculty knowledgeable faculty and all.
Right,
okay.
Sir.
Also, on that note, I would like to thank you, Vishwanath,
you.
for your comprehensive insight. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Next, I would like to go to Sandeep Vangapalli, founder and CEO of Arcido Systems. Sandeep, please let our participants know how has your EIE background enabled you to succeed across such diverse fields as solar energy, electric mobility, and battery energy storage solutions.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir, ma'am, and everyone in this panel. First of all, I want to introduce myself, Sandeep Vangapalli. I'm alumni of VNRVJIET, Electronics and Instrumentation, passed out in 2009. Thanks for the opportunity to introduce about how it made impact on me in terms of electronics and instrumentation is immediately after completion of my engineering, I joined a solar company. As a solar energy company, it comprises of all the things, like it comes in electrical, electronics, mechanical, civil. It's a diversified field, we can say, solar energy. But I want to take you insights about electronics and instrumentation, how it helped me in terms of solar energy. Solar energy, basically the main component of the solar power plant is solar module, which again functions on photovoltaic effect, PN junction diodes, and doping effect. It all comes under core electronics, where I was much more involved into the core electronics part. And there is a heart of the system which we call it as solar inverters. Inverters, again, the functionality of it is it converts DC to AC through IGBT technology. Again, it comes under core electronics. So these two helped me a lot in terms of growing my career in solar semiconductor as a module manufacturing engineer. I was involved in terms of manufacturing of solar PV module. Then comes to integration of solar power plants. We call instrumentation plays a major role here. Like if you see day to day life, there are upcoming technologies happening in terms of generating much more energy with existing solar plant, like solar trackers, which requires a mechanical motor, and it needs a programming to be done. Based on the programming, PLC programming, it converts from it rotates from uh, east to west direction. So that's the one impact of instrumentation in solar energy as a solar trackers. Coming to monitoring system, so in context of renewable energy, this expertise is implemented by developing sensors and measuring devices for monitoring solar power plant generation through SCADA system. This is about solar energy. We work in 3 domains. One is solar energy, one is electric mobility, and other is battery energy storage. Coming to electric mobility, using instrumentation sensors, we are using it for geofencing, vehicle tracking, battery monitoring with IoT systems. And coming to battery energy storage solutions, we work with instrumentation like battery management system, energy management system, battery protection using fire, smoke, temperature sensors for safe and healthy operation. These all sensors comes under instrumentation. So cumulatively, I can say that whatever the field I am working, presently I am utilizing the hands-on expertise which I have learned from college in terms of electronics and instrumentation.
Okay. Sandeep, also let us know how your EIE education supported in your journey as an entrepreneur.
Yes, sir. As I told you, immediately after completion of my engineering, I joined a solar company. Then afterwards, I pursued my master's from BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus in microelectronics. During my journey with in terms of solar domain, I realized that there are many challenging factors which we can address in the society in terms of giving reliable solution. So during in 2016, I thought that I was working for various companies till then, and I thought that definitely we need to create some sort of impact in terms of providing solutions to our major customers. So immediately I came out from the company and I started a startup in 2016. Currently it's 75 people on board with us and working with me, helping various IT industries and corporate industries serving in terms of solar space.
Okay. One last question, Sandeep. What advice would you give to the current EIE students about leveraging their education for career advancement?
Definitely. EIE comprises of complete like electronic instrumentation and control systems. As Vishwanath said, we studied in 2019. It's been almost 15 years or 16 years of our journey. Definitely, day-to-day updation is important. Basically, the what we can say is knowledge needs to be upgraded. Day-to-day technologies has been changing. So it's not only during the engineering phase we need to do, even after completion of our engineering where we join in the organization also we need to upgrade ourselves. It's like a daily learning kind of thing. Instead of just by hearting the things and putting it in the exam, and scoring is not only the key criteria over here, but we need to gain a practical knowledge in terms of what we are studying, and we need to think out of the box, like where we can implement these kind of ideas. As Vishwanath again mentioned, that we need to have kind of a hobby kind of project that gives much more impact individually as well as in terms of society. We see that many small things which can be addressed and we can provide solution, but due to lack of time we cannot address many of the things in terms of technology front. As we got restricted to solar space and electric mobility, we are majorly focusing on those aspects. So I request young engineers to come up with their own ideas in terms of running across for placement kind of thing and all. You need to come up with your own ideas, some innovative ideas. Definitely there are companies, there is startup mission from government of India where they are encouraging very much as an young entrepreneurs, and there are venture capitalists and there are angel funding. There are many people who likes your idea, they're ready to fund your idea, and you can be an entrepreneur immediately passed out from the college. That's what is the suggestion I give to the students. Instead of going for the placements kind of thing, you can focus on your career enhancement by upgrading the knowledge and having a practical experience.
Okay. Thank you, Sandeep.
Thank you.
Sandeep discussed about how a background in EIE has enabled success across various sectors such as solar energy, electrical mobility, and battery energy storage solutions. He also highlighted how EIE education played a vital role for his entrepreneurial success. For current EIE students, the advice he gave is to gain practical experience, stay updated with industry trends, to advance in their careers. Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you
Thank
for
you, sir.
your
Thank you.
valuable insights.
Thank you.
Next, I would like to go to M. Gopi Krishna, Senior Lead Engineer, Qualcomm. Gopi Krishna, given your experience at Qualcomm, what are some of the most exciting career opportunities available for graduates with the EIE degree? And also explain what is the current demand for EIE professionals in the tech industry, especially in companies like Qualcomm. Brother, you are on mute.
Hi, sir.
Yes.
Able to hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Any product-based company will have its own set of stack of engineers who dedicatedly work on bringing up the product development, which hosts many sensors. So majorly for the smart systems, especially for a company like Qualcomm, they majorly work in developing the smart gadgets. Okay, so majorly the sensors that are hosted on the system come under the micro electromechanical systems. So it's not only about like learning the fundamentals of how the physics principles and how we convert this into electric thing. Apart from this, like students and the young graduates will get an opportunity to develop the complete driving model of that sensor and how to embed that piece of software into larger component unit as a product development. And it also gives wide range of opportunities where you can assume some roles and like working in the device driven development of sensor framework, and even every product based company will also have a separate testing teams as a part of testing this sensor framework and everything. So these are the usual roles that people will be getting, and sensor development algorithm is the pioneer role and the USP of any product based company. That is the main IP, that is the selling IP product of a company, where the students or the EIE engineers will get a good chance, or and that will be a very lucrative career, and it will be a long term career as well, sir.
Okay. Gopi, please let our participants know how does the skill set acquired in EIE align with the technological advancements and innovation happening in the industries today, and also how the interdisciplinary nature of EIE enhance career prospects.
True, sir. Like just like our senior Vishwanath has emphasized, it, right? So EIE, we need to, for getting a good career opportunity, right? BTech is a part of the thing, but to get into the heart of industry right now, the main things and the booming things are like one should be knowing very well to do the coding, which is the main apart from acquiring the hardware skills and knowing about the low level electronics of the system, one should be knowing very much good at the coding skills, and one should be learning about the operating systems as such. That is also the main thing. That is the primary thing that people should know. These are the two fundamental things that people should know while entering into the product-based development companies, where EIE, VIE is coming into the interdisciplinariness. And main skill set, it's good to hear that VNR is already hosting AI and MLS side technical tutorials here. That is the booming now in industry, sir. And it is highly encourageable that young engineers will come out with at least the basic things of the teaching mathematical models and the AI along with the EIE. It's a deadly combination, sir. Right now, it's a very deadly combination in the industry that's going on for that's what, sir. Like one should be. I recommend people Linux is a open source and it is available. And please, along with your EIE, by the time you land into the third year, please have an eye on this. Please learn embedded Linux, any free RTOSes, that basic RTOS principles that you need to learn. And that's it. I mean, like a guy with this kind of skill set is a deadly combo, and immediately be assumed into the industry, sir.
One last question, brother. Please throw some light on the impact of EIE on daily life, and also what should be the educational preparation for securing job in companies like Qualcomm, because Qualcomm is considered to be one of the dream job for many of the students.
Yes, sir. I do agree. Getting into Qualcomm, NVIDIA, Google, they see a wide variety of skill sets here. Like I recommend students to be very well versed with electronic basics and signal and systems. These are and linear integrated circuits and digital electronics. Along with, I am pressing again and again. This alone will not make you to land into the industry. You need to be very well versed with the coding part. please do learn. Please do not skip this. And this will open you a gateway to land into electronics combined with into industry of IoT and other domains. And sir, like to emphasize how EIE is shaping the day-to-day life. It has already shown, sir. It has a wide impact. It has already shown into the industry, and solutions are already in place. And to name few, like just to be like very well understanding to the other audiences, earlier we used to have passports. Like now we have moved from passports to fingerprints, and from fingerprints to facial recognition and whatnot. Like future will be much more reliant on the existing solutions. Okay, so there are many things happening across the thing. And what I recommend to students is to students and whoever passing out with this degree, uh, uh, please, I am reiterating again, this is my personal experience. Learning engineering alone will not make you to interface with the interdisciplinary opportunities that are present outside. Please brush up your software skills and please learn AI and ML. That is what the very hot in the global circles now.
Okay. Thank you, Gopi Krishna. The key points covered by Gopi Krishna are career opportunities for EIE graduates in companies like Qualcomm, skill relevance acquired in EIE with that of advancements in industry, impact of EIE on daily life, and educational preparation required to secure job in companies like Qualcomm. Thank you, Gopi Krishna. Thank you so much for your comprehensive insights.
Thank you, sir.
Next, I would like to go to K. Samata, Technical Lead, JP Morgan. Samata, can you please share your career journey from earning your BTech in EIE to becoming a technical lead at JP Morgan with our participants?
Yeah, sure, sir. So, thank you for the opportunity. And so, as sir already said that I am Samta and completed my BTech in 2009, and later have been did masters in E&I from VNRVJIET only. Between that, with the help of Manjula Srimam, I have been joined as a research associate at the VNRVJIET only, and helped the students who are pursuing the projects at that time using the LabVIEW software. And I have did a few of the LabVIEW projects using for the students to complete their projects, and also published a few of the research papers at the time when I have completing the research associated VNRVJIT. And later I have been joined as uh, uh, intern at UTC Fire and Security, and that also I got the placement of internship from VNRVJIT only. It is also from the VNR. And when I went for the internship there, as I am a electronics and instrumentation there, and as I have a CLAD certified, which is from National Instruments, and it fetched me a lot to have to complete the internship at VNR at UTC Fire and Security, which is like they used to have the access control systems and door mechanisms and all these things. So with the help of LabVIEW, and also at the time we do have Visual Studio and C Sharp, Java, with the help of object-oriented programming, we used to complete the projects. And uh, once that internship has completed, I have been placed at TCS from VNRVJIT. So that experience had helped me a lot actually. Even though I am from EIE and I have been placed as a software engineer at TCS, it was like it was being shuffled, but the curriculum that it has been designed in the EIE, right? So we do have software coding languages like Java, C Sharp, and also some of the things that I have learned during my college. So it helped me a lot in securing a job at TCS. Later, I got a opportunity to work in IoT projects in TCS with the help of LabVIEW project of LabVIEW only. But later on, as a part of QA engineer, I have been working on different projects like IoT, network calls, and all these things. And later, I have been worked with for Google and Microsoft clients with the expertise, whatever I have in with the from the internship, and then the placement that I have got from the VNRVJIT into TCS. into TCS with the major clients like Microsoft and Google. Then I have been into the technical lead and SME for the Chase payments project for Chase, which is like JP Morgan right now. So overall, I can say that the placements and whatever this thing that I have learned during my college, like LabVIEW and research papers, and these are the fetch points that it stood me out in this one. And I can say that whatever the experience that I have got from the VNRVJIET, it is leading me till now.
Okay, thank you. Samantha, can you also let us know what emerging technologies or trends students should be aware of to stay competitive in the software industry?
Yeah, has Vishwanath, our classmate, told regarding that. So AIML is a most important thing, and Gopi Krishna already told that it's a deadly combination for AIML as well as the instrumentation, and has a input and output. Whatever the data we are having right now, it is a huge with the AML and big data and whatever cloud computing. Everything is on cloud right now. So cloud computing and VR, AR, so simulations, whatever we are having, the simulations that have been there, like MATLAB simulations or anything. So we do have other technologies like AR, augmented reality, virtual reality, and right now, yeah, those are the things that we can able to say that these are the emerging technologies which can be the deadly combination with the EIE, whatever we have learning from the core subject, as well as these Python, everything, whatever we were learning, right? So all these things put into together, it gives a deadly combination actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I can say that whatever the students that right now who will be joining the EIE, that is a great opportunity to work with. Why? Because we have a minor degree as well, which is like AIML and other software things, where we can a student can have both sensors as well as this one. So it is like you can able to have choose different options in your path, and you can be succeeded. And the placement, regarding the placements in the VNRVJIET, it is a good thing that we will be placed around 98% of the placements will be happening in the college.
Thank,
Yeah,
thank you,
thanks.
thank you. Thank you, Samta, for sharing your career journey as well as emerging technology students should be aware of to stay competitive in software industry. Thank you for sharing your valuable experience and insights. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Then let me go to our placement coordinator now. Anyway, all the students and their parents are very much keen on the outcome of the EIE branch. I would like to hear from PV Gopi Kumar, placement coordinator of EIE. Sir, can you please throw some light on EIE branch placement statistics, like what kind of job opportunities students have, how are the students trained for placements, who are the major recruiters, and what are the pay perks and other details, please?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Gopi Kumar, working as a training and placement coordinator for the EIE branch. Honestly, I can say it's a great advantage to the students who are willing to join in EIE branch. They have opportunities in all major job areas like government sector, core sector, and IT sector, means software, and R&D, research and development. In government sector, our students are working like the assistant engineer, junior engineer, scientist, or graduate engineer. And in core sector, our AI students having the roles like processor applications engineer, graduate engineer trainee, etc. Comes to the IT sector, means software. Our students are playing roles like quality assurance engineer, support engineer, software development engineer. And finally, R&D, research and development. Our students are playing the roles junior research fellow, project assistant, project associate, research scientist. So in all these major job areas, our students are being placed and working currently. And the major recruiters in this domain to our branch are top MNCs, like TCS, Capgemini, Cognizant, L&T, UHG, Amazon, Deloitte, Tata Elxsi, Wipro are the few major recruiters in the IT industry related to our AI students. And the companies like Honeywell, Philips, Siemens, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, Spinco Biotech, Metronics, Meda Servo Drives, etc. are among the core company recruiters for our AI students. Apart from the campus recruiters, public sector companies also recruit instrumentation engineers through GATE scores. And when come to the packages, how they are paying to our EIE students. Here, EIE graduates get a very good pay. The highest placement package of 45.7 lakhs per annum from Amazon and 18 lakhs per annum from the analog devices and 14 lakhs per annum from JP Morgan and Chase, and core companies like National Instruments offered 12 lakhs per annum and JSW offered 9.5 lakhs per annum. Aveva offered 9 lakhs per annum. In fact, and TCS Prime offered 9 lakhs per annum. Deloitte offered 7.6 lakhs per annum to our EIE students, and many more companies are there who are offering very good packages. And there are other companies offering in the range of 4 to 5 lakhs per annum. So these are the pay perks when related to our EIE students offered by the different companies like. And the question, sir, you have asked me about how the students are trained for the placements. So here one thing I can say, training, it is one of the major strength of our branch EIE. And also the institute has a very systematic and structured approach to student training under training and placement cell. We have the competency development cell, CDC, which looks into training on technical competencies such as AIML, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, and blockchain technologies. And also our department conducts a training program to meet the industry requirements specific to EIE students, such as on LabVIEW, PLC and SCADA, robotics, VLC programming, etc., VLSI programming, etc. And our central TNP cell, training and placement cell, conducts more generic training programs and refresher courses for C, data structures, Java, Python, R programming, and so on. There are one more training program called high intensity training programs for placement readiness and campus recruitments. The English faculty teach communication skills with contemporary relevance, also brushing up the students' soft skills. Department supports and encourages the students to participate in hackathons, coding competitions, boot camps, which are the present recruiting platforms for the high pay package roles. So, in such a structured manner, we will organize all the training programs to make the students industry ready, and they are going to grab the opportunities in all the mentioned major job areas.
Thank you, Gopi sir. Thank you for the information given on the placement statistics. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, uh, with this panel discussion, what I can conclude is several contemporary thrust areas are there, like control and automation, IoT, embedded systems, VLSI, biomedical engineering, robotics, sensors and measurement techniques, pharmaceutical instrumentation, analytical instrumentation, and many more, which come under electronics and instrumentation engineering branch. The opportunities are growing always. Okay, in order to grab all these opportunities, skill set expected of the students passing out from the EIE branch are branch specific skill set. That is, they should be having good foundation on electronic subjects and instrumentation subjects, and they also should have some generalist skill set, like they should know about computers, computer organization, operating systems, and main thing is programming. One important thing I would like to once again specify is programming is the basic skill. Okay, it is not any specialized skill that need to be possessed only by CSE students. It is the basic skill, and everyone should be good at it. And the students should also be good at engineering software like MATLAB, LabVIEW, and other things. And they should also know some basics of AI, ML, DL, IoT, and other things. And more importantly, they should be good at communication skills, interpersonal skills, leadership skills, team skills, and other things. But luckily, all the courses and their outcomes in EIE at VNRVJIET are tailor-made to impart all these skills to the graduates of EIE, so that by the end of their BTech in EIE, students will be industry ready. Okay, with that concluding remark, now I request the students and their parents to interact with the panel members if they have any queries.
Yeah, any students or parents who want to put forth their questions can please do it. Unmute yourself and put forth the question. I think there are many parents who have logged in. So if there are no questions, so we can wrap it up, I guess, because no one is putting forth their questions. So thank you, Manjula Shri ma'am, head of the Department of Electronics and Instrumentation. So this is the fifth year where we are conducting these kind of panel discussions, and I think yeah, which is better, EC or EI? Sri Meda. Finally, we got one question from the chat box. So EC or EI, I think sir has already, madam has started with the same thing, I guess, where she clearly emphasized the fact that we have common things among ECE, EEE, and EI. The electronics part, most of the thing is common, and as they were all the panel members were talking about, okay, where they were talking about the relevance of EI. Every industry requires EI basically. Wherever you're talking about process, control, automation, so everywhere your EI comes into picture. Okay. And it's not that there is any much differentiation with respect to EC and EI, where EC students are studying about communication, EI people are studying about instrumentation in the same place. And subjects, as we told, from the third and final year itself, there is a lot of option and dynamic flexibility is there in the curriculum, where you are free to choose your electives, and there are open electives, there are program electives. So a lot of choice and option is there. Only the first 2 years is the core courses which emphasize the fact about the branch, and later on you're free to choose your program electives, your open electives.
To add, what I understand is the syllabus of any branch has different components. Suppose if you take ECE or EIE, different components in the syllabus are, say, electronics is one component, and the second component is core component. With respect to ECE, it is communication component. With respect to EIE, it is instrumentation component. Then the computers component will be there. Then management related H&S related subjects will be there. Management related subjects. Okay, and then for communication skills, interpersonal skills, such things, a few more subjects will be there. So if you see, all the subjects are same in both EC and EIE, except that core component. Okay, that communication and instrumentation component. Roughly around the 50 to 55 subjects or so will be studied by a student in his or her engineering, and hardly if you compare the EC and EIE, maybe roughly I'm telling 8 to 10 subjects will be different. Other than that, the complete syllabus is same. It all depends upon the interest of the student. If at all they want to pursue career in communication related things, maybe they can go for it. Otherwise, if at all you are interested in automation, control, sensors and other things, you can opt for EIE. And if any other panel members want to add anything, please. Yeah, already the Vishwanath responded. It all depends upon student and the clarity he has or she has. So it depends upon the interest that the particular student has.
Yeah.
One question I have: what are the different possibilities of MTech? I mean, for MTech, what are different disciplines that one can choose after EIE?
Okay, so maybe I can just give my opinion there, because I've done MTech after my BTech right away, sir. Actually, I had at least options for all of them. Okay, I mean all the electronics related courses which were open to electrical and electronics. EEE and ECE were also open to EIE, because there is, in fact, if you look at the instrumentation gate, for example, you have a lot of emphasis on electronics. So it is open. In fact, at that point of time, I had an option of doing MS in microelectronics in IIT Bombay, and I did not think of IIT Chennai there much. There was another option of doing in Delhi also, but I did not want to go for MS, which was 3 years. Rather, I thought I could complete MTech in Systems and Control in 2 years. It was my choice, but it's open. With now this is again 15 years ago. Now things actually have become very transparent. I don't think there is any challenge. It's open to instrumentation as well.
For any higher education, actually, they do specify the prerequisite courses which the student has to be doing, either it is in India or abroad or anywhere.
Right. Yeah.
So if they fulfill that, I think it's not a challenge as sir was suggesting.
Yeah. It's important by third year the person should make up the mind, okay, where that person wants to get into, so that they do the courses, in third and fourth years accordingly and be ready.
Got it. Because I think one other field that is also developing is probably mechatronics. I was looking at something that can be bridged from here.
Exactly. And I have in DRDO and ISRO, if you see most of them are instrumentation engineers, because they know good amount of mechanical with electronics, right? You cannot expect an ECE and a EEE guy unless he or she is very much interested in mechanical. It's usually the game of instrumentation engineers there. You're right.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyone else who would like to ask something to the panel members? Any of the parents and students? So you can put forth your doubt even in the chat box if you don't want to ask directly. See, this is a great opportunity to explore with the experts we have. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about, the 5th year of panel discussions, and EIE surprises me every panel discussion by bringing in their gold and diamond students from somewhere. I don't know how they dig it out. So always I see that they are very good students who have settled very well in most of the prestigious companies. So thanks to EIE department, head of the department, and also their faculty coordinators, Hare Krishna sir and all, who bring out such kind of good people to us, and for the parents and students also. It really helps because they are the ones who are there right now in the industry, and they give insights very honestly, rather than, because it seems look like marketing if we keep talking, but when it really comes from person who is working in that industry, I think it adds a lot of value to them also.
Yeah.
So thanks to all the panel members who have joined us today for this panel discussion. It had been great time which we have come across by listening to you all. And I do think that it will help eventually for more parents and students also, because we'll be hosting this recorded version also on our YouTube channel. So definitely it will reach out to a far more greater audience. And whoever have logged in, parents and students, we thank you because it's all done for your sake only, that because we want you to give information and knowledge so that you make a judicious choice. You learn the things, you know the things, and then you take a decision on your kids' future also. So that's our only intention of putting forth these kind of panel discussions. And I do hope we are successful to most of the part. And thanks to all of you for sparing your valuable time for this panel discussion. And few more branches will be following up next week, and do catch up with all of them also. And thank you Hare Krishna sir, thank you Amrita Shima.
Thank you, ma'am. And EIE graduates are excelling very well. We have many jewels, but the time won't permit, so we have limited.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ramakrishna. Thank you, Gopi Krishna, Samata, and Sandeep. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you all, brothers.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, sir. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Gopi. Thank you, Sandeep.